worked differently. You absorbed information differently. You got to answers correctly, but couldn't explain how you ever got there. Playing football at New Trier, you got cold-cocked with a helmet under your chin. You didn't know where you were for 10 minutes. A terrible concussion. I think that's when you changed. You didn't continue football and fell out from your athlete friends. Young brains either do or don't recover from such trauma. You have always been witty, humorous. And when you allowed us to see it was not just entertaining but informative from a very humble, unpretentious perspective. We don't know where your education information came from, but usually, like most of us, it had some reasonable basis effects. I know I learned a lot from you, especially over these last few years. After, I believe, losing most of my attitude about you and just letting you fully occupy my heart. You claimed to be conservative, but had an open heart to all. Your pride of being Jewish has remained prominent. A bar mitzvah in Masada, a big Star of David tattooed on your right breast. Not intimidated by anyone about it. God bless you. You never were the typical go to work, pay the bills kind of person. You developed a large YouTube following as Music Biz Marty. I didn't agree with much of what went on there, but you made people laugh. A rare ability. And there were many who have written to support you and us at this terrible time. Maybe we didn't support you creatively enough or in a fashion that would have allowed you to have a less stressed life. Tough love versus letting you just do things and do your own thing. COVID wasn't kind to you either and gave you your first heart attack. After that, you just couldn't change your lifestyle. And here we are. You've left us filled with joy and with a broken heart. We will all miss you forever and cry our eyes out at never being able to touch, joke, hug, agree, and disagree with you. This is cruel to all of us, family and friends, and all of your followers. God keep you close to our hearts. Take the love of all of us with you. Be with Papa Irv and Booby Judy, Nana and Papa Jerry, Uncle Mike. Let Hannah be with you. You have been a kind, gentle, good person. This is a huge loss to all. God bless you, Nick, Kiki, Uncle Kiki, Music Biz Marty. Dad. David, thank you for those beautiful words. It truly was my honor to read those. Perfect words. And to your words, I add some of my own and from some words that I gathered from others. In my 30 years as a rabbi here in Chicago, I can honestly say that I've never met anyone like Nick. Nick was big. Everything he did was big. The world just became a much dimmer place without him. He was kind, he was giving. He was the kind of guy that would give you the shirt off his back if you needed it. Nick had a big heart, a huge heart. Nick never followed a normal path, but always followed his own heart. As a 3-day-old baby, he arrived in Glencoe to his family. He came home and he became yours. He was, in your own words, a cutie. He was smart, he was kind, He was kind of kooky. He was mischievous. He was a big boy with a warm heart. He was always a little stubborn in a good way. You could never win an argument with Nick. He always won. Samantha, you said as children, you and Nick played so well together. You played with each other's friends. You did fun things. You made forts in secret places. Once you even made a spaceship. I'll let you tell the rest of the story. You said in your own words that he was always cool. And that the two of you never bickered. He was always so kind. And he did what you asked him to do. A true younger brother. He always loved animals. Beautiful golden retrievers like Molly. Every animal he encountered. And as a family, you traveled so much. Paris and London. I love the picture that you showed me of Rabbi Paul Feinberg, formerly of Temple Sholem, who had moved to Israel, doing Nick's bar mitzvah in Masada, and a great picture of Nick wearing his Sammy Sosa jersey at the Western Wall when you were there as a family with Mendy as your guide. That was the year that Sammy Sosa was in the home run hunt. Maybe wearing a Sammy Sosa jersey to the wall helped him. He loved Jamaica, St. Lucia in California, Disney, Holland, Michigan, and visiting grandparents in Florida. He had super close Glencoe friends. I know some of them are here. Some of their families are here. There was something special about the Glencoe boys that he hung out with. Central school friends, grade school friends. He was bigger than most, and he first enjoyed playing football, but he never really liked hurting people. He felt bad on the football field every single time someone got hurt. Maybe he was just too kind to be a football player. He was a starting blindside tackle his sophomore year, and everything changed when he got a concussion the next year. He lost his way. He changed friends. He stopped playing sports. He was always proud of his Jewishness, and I love the fact that his huge Star of David on his chest, a family tradition that 3 out of 4 of you fulfilled on one Hanukkah. While he struggled in school, he was wicked smart. A visual learner, he always followed his own path. And that led him to the music business as a YouTube influencer. And a new persona, Music Biz Marty, where he broadcast every night. People loved him. People adored him. He was known by many names. He was a big man with a 56-inch chest, and an amazing ability to unite strangers, a presence for so many. He made people laugh. He made people cry with laughter. He put smiles on people's faces. He could brighten up everyone's day. He truly cared for the people, and he was filled with comfort for those who needed it. Deep, deep down in this big, big person was a good man who just wanted to make the world a safer place for those who were vulnerable. Nick was so articulate and witty and overall entertaining. If he was here right now, he most certainly wouldn't want anyone to be sad. He would want his legacy to continue, and I know that it will. He was known by a lot of names online. Music Biz, MBM, Big Dog, Big Cat, Big Boy, a gentle giant, a big teddy bear, the king, an animal lover, Marty, Nick, a giant, the world Stratego and Connect 4 champion. He was known as King of the Goblin Slayers. He was known as a legend, a Drift King hero, the King of Akron, an internet trolling genius, a maverick, the best streamer to ever do it, a content creator, an institution to those on the internet. He was a great showman, an enormous presence in any venue, an unmatched entertainer, and a friend. His shoes can never be filled. I went through, and as I said before, I've never met anyone like Nick before in my 30 years as a rabbi. Literally hundreds of messages, thousands of followers. Catherine writes, Nick was a wonderful person. He is the only reason I've gotten so far in university. He inspired me to never give up because he never did. He had a good heart, and he would do anything to see people smile. Watching his videos brought me comfort and joy when I needed it most. When I go out on my own, I want to be just like Nick. I will never, ever give up because Nick would not. He brought so much light into so many people's lives. I'm sending you hugs. John writes, R.I.P. Nick, a.k.a. Music Biz Marty. You have left us with so many memories and laughs. You will truly be missed by many of us around the world that found you many years ago on YouTube. He could make me smile and laugh out loud. That's a rare character trait these days. To those close to him, may God comfort you. From a fan in California. Another fan in St. Louis writes, if there was a Mount Rushmore of this game, Nick would be there 3 times. While you were funny and entertaining and charismatic, you also had a level of kindness that shined in everything you did. It's truly hard to believe that you are gone, and there won't just be able to tune into your streams and hear your voice. You gave us the gift of laughter. And whether you realized it or not, you were a legend. You will be missed. Sarah, a longtime viewer, writes from Pennsylvania. He'd never admit this, but he brought a lot of people together and created a community. Nick, or Marty, was a natural entertainer and a comedian. It was near impossible to look away from whatever he was up to, and completely impossible to not laugh at his shenanigans. It now feels impossible that he's gone. My heart and prayers go out to his family and to all of his loved ones. Alav HaShalom. May he be remembered with blessing. Truly a legendary figure within a massive community that he created. He will never be forgotten. A human of mythic proportions, a righteous warrior for the innocent. Rest in peace. From a fan in Massachusetts. And the list just goes on and on and on. The memories go on and on and on. Goodbye, charming friend. You made me laugh on my worst days. Now I'm crying my heart out. Baruch Dayan Ha'emet. We will meet again. From a fan and friend in Israel. Your videos and live streams kept me from feeling lonely and sad on so many nights. And you always brought laughter and happiness to your viewers. So many people's lives have been changed forever for the better because of you. You were gone way too soon. You will be missed. Rest in peace, the King of Akron. Beth. And finally, yesterday, as soon as I witnessed Music Biz Marty turn a small, lonely, and confused man in Akron into a rock star overnight, I knew that I was witnessing someone who was ahead of the curve, on the top of his game. A true genius and a master of his craft. Nick was a once-in-a-lifetime talent whose life was taken way too soon. Rest in peace. You'll be missed.